Okay, so I'm with Adam Pearson, who's the co-owner of PS Research. Welcome, Adam.
Hiya.
So do you want to just kick off, Adam? Tell us a little bit about your business and how long have you been going, how it all got started, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, so my background's always been research. I set up on my own about 4 years ago, after working in like research roles in the public sector. So been going quite well on my own, working with like public, cultural, not-for-profit sectors. Won UK's new Freelancer of the Year in 2019. So things were gathering momentum, but then it's kind of reached that problem, I guess, a lot where it was getting to the point where I couldn't do it all on my own. And an opportunity came up and joined forces with another research consultant. So I do all like the geeky data side of things. She does all what you call the qualitative focus groups, that kind of thing, and realized kind of combining that offer into one partnership kind of made a lot of sense, so we could take on bigger projects and generally deliver a better service. So been working under that steam for probably the best part of 18 months now. Yeah, it's kind of that's where we're at.
Brilliant, and congratulations on the UK Freelancer of the Year. Didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I think that's one way you just enter some of these awards and see where it goes sometimes. And like, I'm not sure what impact it had work-wise in terms of clients, but it was really useful just from a confidence perspective, and also getting some cash to be able to like invest in your branding and things like that, particularly in that first year. So yeah, definitely worth going for those kinds of things. So I'm not usually someone who'll put the effort into going for the awards, but do make a difference.
I'm sure you deserve it. So what about research then? How come research? What is it about research you like?
To be honest, it came because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had a kind of a broad skill set of quite good at weird kid where I was quite good at maths and quite good at English, and then never really found the quite role. But actually research was perfect for that, because you've got to have those skills to analyze data and things like that, but you've also got to turn that into something meaningful and be able to articulate that and report on that. So kind of came back, and the more I got into that, and I think a lot of people, it's like anyone else, you almost stumble into your first job and it could have been anything. It just happened to be more of a research role, and I realized I really liked it. But yeah, it's one of those ones where probably half decent a lot of things, and I feel like research works quite well for that, because it's not just running a survey or doing some data, it's how you work with that client all the way through. So yeah,
I can see how those skills are very, very, very well matched, actually. Yeah. So what type of customers are you dealing with?
So my background is working in the public sector. So whilst I find it quite a frustrating place to work in at times, saying that politely, I also realized it's a strength to almost know that sector. Sometimes it's a different language almost, so kind of made sense to do that, but broadened it to what I call the cultural and not-for-profit sector. So clients are mainly NHS, local councils, local authorities, museums, like national charities, that kind of thing. But it's all based around those, I guess, a lot less private sector, I suppose, more those organisations working in that public space. So whether it's helping them with, evaluating funded projects, or understanding their audiences a bit more, but in that that context of like almost the social value side as well.
Right, brilliant. And what do you think differentiates you from other options that might be out there for them?
It's like always the golden question. That I think for me, and it would be like this for anyone else, the only thing that differentiates you is yourself. It's like there's loads of people with similar skills to what I've got. I'm sure there's agencies that can work on a bigger scale as people that specialise in different things, but whether it's good or bad, you've got your own personality, your own way of saying things, your own way of working. I think that kind of package seems to appeal to the people I work with, and then that's how we get a lot of our work is doing good stuff for people who either come back for more or say it to other people. But it's always been that tension, particularly when you're a small operation, is like there's that temptation to make yourself sound bigger than you are, but then actually once you get big and these big companies, they're desperately trying to make themselves sound smaller than they are and more personal. So it's, I guess I've always embraced the fact that we're small and try and make that a strength. So they're always working with me or Emma, my business partner, rather than really playing on the big, we and making it sound like we've got loads of people sat behind the scenes when we haven't.
Good, well done. So what does the future look like? What challenges might you have ahead?
I guess both me and Emma, we're not big planners in the sense that we don't have those big 5-year business plans and things like that, frankly, because it's one of the things we hated about working was all that kind of stuff. So we don't do that. And I think we just do it more organically and try and do it. So we're always thinking about the kinds of projects we want to work on. So I think we're working at a decent scale now, but it's trying to, like, how do we start working with some of those bigger clients more often and balancing those challenges we face. So then I think it's that word balance as well, is like, how do we find that for us and also as a business, because I think it's always a balancing act trying to deal with things like client work versus marketing and things like that, but also you balance in your personal life as well as work. Like I certainly set up a business to be able to make the most of both. So when do you stop chasing all that work and working all those weekends and all those hours versus that time that you're not going to get back? So there's no massive grand 5-year plans or strategies here, but I think it's like just continuing to develop that stronger offer, and now we're working with some of those bigger clients, trying to work with more of those more often, I suppose,
and keeping the work-life blend as well.
As best we can. It's one of those things. I think balance is the right word, because it's a constant moving beast, so you've never quite cracked it. You just got to make the most of those times when you do get a little bit of downtime, and not stress too much when you've got to put a few extra hours in and a few more weekends than you'd like.
Yeah, brilliant. Adam, thank you very much. That's been awesome. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, no problem. Nice to speak.